Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cavs Keepers. Doing something a little bit different this time. Just a little bit about me. I have been collecting autographs for about over 30 years now. I used to go to a bunch of football training camps. There were two summers when I was young, where my mom took my best friend and I around the country to football training camps. I've been to spring training probably 20 times in my life for baseball. Um, so I have tons and tons of autographs. And um, when I was young, I got a lot of cards signed, and kind of they're really personal to me and just have a bunch of memories. And I just kind of threw them in a box or in boxes. I haven't gone through these in a long time, so I just thought it'd kind of be fun to pull a box out and go through some of them and see what memories are out there. A lot of them are going to be old football players, some baseball, a few basketball. I just thought it'd be interesting to make a video out of this. So I'm not gonna go through the whole box, but just maybe go through a few of them and kind of see what we have, bring back some memories here. So I live and grew up in Wisconsin. So I'm a Brewers, Badgers, Packers, Bucks fan. So a lot of these autographs are going to be of Packers and Brewers, but like I said, I've been around. So first one that we pull out is a Tyrone Williams. He was a cornerback for the Packers back in the day. My memory of Tyrone Williams was when he was a rookie. Um, I went up to him and asked for an autograph, and he had never seen one of his cards before. And I traded him a couple cards for a pair of his gloves, which was really neat. Another Tyrone Williams. Another Tyrone Williams. Tyrone Williams. Tyrone Williams. Tyrone Williams. All right. The next card is smudged big time. Bears quarterback Peter Tom Willis. Um, the Bears used to have their spring training or um, training camp in Platteville, which is near where I live. So I have a bunch of Bears autographs. Peter Tom Willis. Old bag of donuts, Frank Winters, the center from the green or from the Brett Favre era. Frank Winters Super Bowl 31 champs card. Another Frank Winters. Next, we have the architect of the Packers, Ron Wolf. Another Ron Wolf. We have Will Wolford. He's with the Steelers. Topps finest freshman. This is going to be Jerome Woods when he was with the Chiefs. Another Jerome Woods. Donnell Wolford of the Bears. Another Donnell Wolford. Another Donnell Wolford. All right. The next one is going to be Kylie Wong of the Vikings, a linebacker. This is his rookie card, and the Vikings have their training camp in, or they used to, I think they still do, in Mankato, Minnesota. I was actually on the front cover of the Mankato paper getting this card signed. He was getting mobbed getting out of his vehicle, and I was on the front cover getting this signed. So the next day I took that piece of, or that article back, or the picture back, and got it signed by him as well. Next up, we have Vince Workman, former Packers running back. Tim Worley. I got this when he was with the Bears. Toby Wright, safety with the Rams. Danny Werfel, quarterback from Florida, I believe. Did he win the Heisman Trophy? After winning the Heisman Trophy and Davey O'Brien Award and the Sammy Baugh Award as a college senior, Danny alternately struggled and shone with the Saints. So, yep, Heisman Trophy winner Danny Werfel. Another Danny Werfel. Danny Werfel again. Bunch of Danny Werfels here. These are my favorite cards. 97 press pass die cut. I loved getting these. Another Danny Werfel. Guess Danny Werfel did a lot of signing back in the day. Ooh, here's a nice one. Former Houston Oilers and Tennessee Titans tight end Frank Wycheck. I got him the first year that the Oilers moved to Tennessee. I think that year they were the Tennessee Oilers still. Went to their training camp down in Tennessee. Ryan Yarbrough, wide receiver with the Jets. Mike Zandowski, offensive lineman with the Falcons. We actually, when we went to the Atlanta Falcons training camp, we actually stayed at the same hotel as the Falcons team, and the staff let us sit right outside of their dining hall and collect autographs. So that was a lot of fun. Eric Zaire, action-packed card. Ray Zellers, running back out of Notre Dame. He played for the Saints. Another Ray Zellers. Ray Zellers. Michael Zordich. Michael Zordich. Next we have Chris Zorich. Action-packed. I always laughed at these because they have the space on the back for the signature. And some players just flipped them over and automatically sign there, but I always liked them on the front. I have a bunch of Chris Zoriches. He signed a ton. Oh, look at this one. Monsters of the Gridiron. So this was like, it's by Coke. You had to buy Coke and then call in a number, and occasionally you got a card. Chris Zorich, again, rookie out of Notre Dame. Couple more Zorich here to end off the stack. Another action-packed Chris Zorich. And another action-packed another rookie Chris Zorich. First stack down. I'll just go through one more stack. Maybe I'll make another video if this is of interest. Ooh, we got a basketball card to kick us off. So we got, I think it's Loy Vaught. Loy Vaught, the Detroit Pistons. Another Loy Vaught. I have no idea where I got these autographs. Ross Verba, tackle for the Packers for a long time. Another Ross Verba out of Iowa. Ross Verba, Ross Verba, Ross Verba. They keep going. Next one, we have Troy Vincent, who I believe is the NFL player rep. Or he works with the NFL corporate office now. I got him when he was with Philly. We were out at Philly training camp. Troy Vincent, Wisconsin Badger. Mike Vrabel. Got him at Pittsburgh. Mike Vrabel again. Kyle Wackholtz. Packers quarterback who didn't last very long. Next up, we have a few Tom Waddles. I believe he has a sports talk show in Chicago now, or at least he used to, but a few Tom Waddles here. So another action packed where he signed on the back. Oops. So this is just a Packers checklist card, and the only reason why I remember or know who signed this is this guy actually gave me his gloves. Again, Jude Waddy. Sure nobody out there remembers Jude Waddy. I think he was with the team for maybe 1 year, back in the mid 90s, a linebacker. We have Mike Wall, who I think I probably have a few of here. Another Mike Wall. Mike Wall. Mike Wall, Mike Wall, and Mike Wall. Ooh. Next we have former I think the Packers' last first round wide receiver pick, Javon Walker. He's really good for us for a couple of seasons. I always remember some of the catches that he made in that, I think it was a Monday Night Football game, the game against Oakland, right after Brett Favre's dad died. At first off, that was an unbelievable game, but Javon made some huge catches in that game. Another Javon Walker. Javon Walker. Javon Walker. Really faded and bad pen, Steve Walsh. Steve Walsh. Ooh, dual sport athlete, Charlie Ward. Here he's hooping. And here he is throwing. Next one, I'll always remember this one. Andre Ware. I got him when he played with Jacksonville at training camp, and I think I asked him about 3 times. I thought he was another player, and nope, that's not me. And I got it right, and I don't know why I remember that, but Andre Ware. Dwayne Washington, defensive back for the Vikings. Another Washington, Lionel Washington. He's a DB with Oakland, and then he was a coach for the Packers for a number of years. Another Lionel Washington. Ooh. Whoops. Next one up, Ricky Watters. Got him at Philadelphia training camp. We tried, and we were there for like 2.5 days. And the last day we got there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and he pulls up. He's got this big vehicle, big SUV. And he pulled up next to this junk car that was like falling apart, and he gets out and he bumps it, and the alarm went off. And he just got this big pile on his smile on his face, and he says, "Why does this pile of junk need a an alarm?" And then he actually signed, which was nice. Another Ricky Watters. Nate Wayne, former Packer. Fred Weary, cornerback with the Saints. Hall of Famer here. Mike Webster, rest in peace. He lived in my hometown for a long time before he passed. Yeah, I have a bunch of Mike Websters. Another Mike Webster, Super Bowl champ again, center with Pittsburgh Steelers. Who is this? Mike Wells. The Vikings. Ed West. So he was a long-time Packer, and then he also went to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. And my cousin used to work for the Packers, and was good friends with Ed West. So when we saw him out in Philadelphia, we name dropped a little bit, and we got some inside access when he was out with the Eagles. He's a really nice guy. I believe he coaches now. I'm fairly certain of that. Bryant Westbrook, former, I believe, first round pick. I really liked him when he was coming out of Texas, but then he went to Detroit, and I'm like, nope. Rival of the Packers, no thanks. Another Bryant Westbrook. All right. Ryan Wetnight, I believe tight end for the Bears. Tight end for the Bears. Now we have a few here. Reggie White. Not a bunch, maybe 5 Reggie Whites. Reggie White. Reggie White. Reggie White. I wish some of these I wish I would have known to use blue pen when I was younger. Reggie White. All right. Bob Whitfield. I believe he is a former first-round pick of the Atlanta Falcons. Offensive lineman. Doug Waddell. Another Doug Waddell. Bruce Wilkerson. There he is with Oakland. Here he is with Green Bay. Another one of him with Green Bay. I believe he was on that Super Bowl team in 96. Brian Williams. He was one of my favorite Packers back in the day. I really liked him, and I believe he got hurt and it kind of ruined his career. But he was a good player for the Packers. Brian Williams. No, he's not, but it looks like he's calling a fair catch right there. Corey Williams now, defensive lineman for the Packers for a few years. Dan Williams, another defensive lineman. Can't think of where I got him. James Big Cat Williams. This guy was freaking huge. So big. Big guy. What does it say? 6'7", 335. There's no way he was 335. Another James Williams. Another James Williams. Another Packers team checklist. This is going to be KD Williams. I believe he was a linebacker for the Packers for a few years. Mo Williams, running back with the Vikings. A few more here. Mo Williams. And we're back on Tyrone Williams where we started. Man, I have about 10 Tyrone Williams cards. But anyways, it's probably the most boring video you've ever watched if you made it to the end. But I'm just going through some cards, some old memories. Maybe there'll be some memories for you. But if you liked this video, shoot me a like, send me a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm starting to post more and more videos. I'll probably do a part 2 like this. I have a few boxes to get through. I don't know if I'll get through all of them, but just taking a walk down memory lane. But anyways, thanks for watching. Cavs Keepers, and hope to see you again soon. Bye now.